Well, happy 4th of July. There's no better way to declare your independence than to solar cook, use solar power for electricity, hot water, heat your home. So here we are. It's kind of a mess, but we're showing you a solar preparation setup here. We're doing lasagna today. We started out, we've got our solar recipe book. We've got our lasagna noodles that don't require any blanching. And we've already prepared our sauce, and now we're layering in the cheese with ricotta and mozzarella. And we're using ground turkey instead of sirloin. That's your choice, or some people just make vegetarian. Parmesan cheese, that's for the last topping. And as we finish up over here, this is what we sauteed this morning. We sauteed our ground turkey with onions and garlic in our sun oven. And the sport oven is also helping us out this morning with cooking the sauce. Throwing it all together. In just a minute, we're going to put it out in the sun ovens. Yeah, I know the kitchen's a mess, but now we're ready. We're going to go ahead and load in our lasagna. We'll check out our oven, see what we preheated it to, and we put it all together for a wonderful 4th of July celebration meal. Let's go check the ovens. One of the joys of solar cooking is once you get started, it's hard to stop. While the sun's shining and your ovens are hot, you know that the main entree is going to be done in about an hour, hour and a half. You're going to be ready to throw in your dessert, or maybe even some fresh homemade bread. This is bread we made yesterday, and we'll be serving that up along with our main course lasagna. And then here's one of our favorites. These are fudge brownies, and we just chop up walnuts and throw in some fresh blueberries and have a delicious brownies with blueberries and walnuts for dessert today. So let's go out and check the ovens, and we should have a nice sport oven, Solar Oven Society oven, preheated and ready to go. Solar cooking during the summer months is awesome. You've got the summer solstice on June 21st, which is the longest day of the year. Sun doesn't really go down. There's still daylight until 8 p.m. Your sun oven's going to pretty much cool down by that point, but you're able to pretty much cook up until around 6 p.m. in the evening, finishing off any 3 or 4 course dinner using your sun ovens and your sport ovens working together. No problem to knock out dinner for 4 or 5 people in 3 hours. So here we're set up today. We're going to go ahead and check our lasagna and check on our brownie. One of the beautiful things about solar cooking as a culinary art, it's a skill, it's a practice you learn through trial and error, and pretty soon you make it a part of your lifestyle, and it becomes spontaneous. Spontaneity of solar cooking is when you have a sunny day and you have the time, you have the food, you're ready to go. You're saving energy, you're not polluting the environment, you're off-grid cooking. It just happens to be the 4th of July, so today we're actually declaring our independence. We're declaring our energy independence from the fossil fuel utility companies, from the Arab oil companies, and all of these processes that we have no control over in our life. The essential services, I like to call them. Petroleum, gasoline, these fuel sources that are fossil fuels have contributed to climate warming long enough. So if you want to take some control over your own lifestyle, reduce your carbon footprint, try to do something good for the planet, your family, learn a clean, green solar cooking skill. Here we've preheated our sport oven. I'm going to try and get up a close-up. There's a little bit of glare there, but you can see that she's ready to go at about 350 degrees. Preheat your oven 20 to 30 minutes prior to placing the food inside, and you're going to have a very pleasant cooking experience. Most food's going to be done in an hour and a half to 2.5 hours at the most. Depends upon the volume of the food. Here you're going to see our lasagna baking away. This is the sun oven. I'll try and get a shot of that internal thermometer there as well. We're noticing natural condensation, which is part of the process that tells me the food is cooking thoroughly, evenly, and we're at 300 degrees there. And I'm going to let that continue to bake open, and probably in about another half hour I'm going to put a lid on it and bake it closed, and that's going to be a very delicious lasagna dish that we're going to be able to then celebrate with our 4th of July brownie. So let's get that in and get cooking. Okay, so we're San Diego Solar Ovens again, celebrating 4th of July. Cooking free. Celebrating our energy independence because we know how to collect the sun and use it to cook our food, heat our water, generate electricity. So we're going to go ahead and knock off this condensation. This is natural. When you cook food, it's going to release water molecules. It's a sign that it's done. It's going to be a steam release, so you want to use hot mitts, hot pads. I finished off the second hour of this lasagna with the lid on, just like you're baking inside a pizza oven. We want to get a nice crusty finish, and there we have it. This is our 4th of July lasagna ready to go. And we're going to have our brownie for dessert. Happy Independence Day. Thanks for viewing. We're going to go ahead and use the fork test on our brownie today. Sport ovens drop down to about 300 degrees. Very hot release of steam and hot air is going to come out of here, so you're always going to be working with hot mitts. There you can kind of see some of the blueberries. Fork test. As long as there's nothing sticking on that fork, that brownie looks good and done. Oh, there's a little bit. Seems like maybe we've got a few more minutes to go on that. So when you have dough like that on your brownie, it looks like about maybe 20 minutes more. 300 degrees. We'll be ready to go. 4th of July brownie.